Come back. Come here.
Oh boy.
At least to say hi. I don't think you're ready for this chat. What? Hello? What's going? Oh, I always do this. What's going on? How you doing? Just so you guys know, home is Canada. Canada. How's your day? What's happening? For those of you who had Canada Day yesterday, happy Canada Day. And for those of you where it was work day, oh, I'm looking at the wrong, work day as usual. Hope you had a wicked day. What's going on with y'all? I'll give you guys a minute, y'all. Every other word I say, I catch myself, saying things completely different each and every time. And that's always because Alyssa's here on the other side of the wall, who's always making fun of the way I pronunciate things. How you guys doing? Let's make sure we're live and we're good and we're golden. Amazing. So I want to talk today about something really quick. And this is something that so many people, and I would guess so many of you, are not doing because it's kind of annoying, right? There are the things in our business that we put to the side because it takes a lot of bandwidth and, I call it brain power to actually, really do the work. But this work is so, so, so important so that you can clearly articulate what's going on with your business. And I will be the first to raise my hand and say, there are moments when I'm thinking all day and, maybe even weeks go by and I'm kind of like, what am I doing here? What's the point? And when you're writing your emails and when you're writing your sales copy and when you're going live and when you're doing things, it's so obvious to see, the brands who've done this work and the brands who haven't, right? It's pretty easy to catch yourself showing up like, pretty surface. It's pretty easy to catch yourself being a little bit granola, I call it. Hey, Nancy, what up? It's pretty easy to start, if let's say you're in the weight loss niche, and then you start saying, put lemon water in your, put lemon in your water in the morning, or park further away, so that like you start giving these tips that are so granola and like everybody else. And you really, really need to, especially in this marketing landscape, you really have to show up like yourself, and you really have to do the work so that you can communicate with your audience at a level that is so much deeper than you probably are. So this is not a one-time thing, by the way. Creating your messaging and your clarity, it's not a something you do now and then you never touch it again. You've probably already done this. I do this at least once a month in my business, right? Anytime I'm feeling a little bit scattered, which is all the time, I do this work. So I'm gonna walk you through exactly what I do. And I actually noticed that I time myself because for some reason I don't enjoy doing this work because I've done it so many times. So it's one of these things that I will say I kind of should do that again, but I procrastinate forever and ever. So I time myself. So I want you guys to do that. So when you're done watching this, I want you to, there's two, not four, two, I take two back. Two 20-minute sprints two 10-minute sprints that I want you to get through, and time this so that you don't, see squirrels. That's really why I time things, so that you don't start focusing or thinking about other things. And then what you'll start to notice is that when you do this, it's going to get easier and easier, and it's just going to flow right out of you. And if you're doing it for the first time and you're getting stumped on some questions and you have to think about it, that should be a mega, mega red flag for you to say, I don't really know what it is that I'm doing as well as I should, or I don't know my audience as well as I should. And that should really kind of have you stumped to say, I got to do this work. Maybe I'm going to take more than 10 minutes this time, really write it out, really brainstorm. And then next time you do it, which should be in a week from now, you'll be able to answer these questions and bang it out clearly, right? So give yourself 10 minutes and answer your first chunk of questions is, ready? I'm actually going to add I'm going to add a link for a blog post below so you have them. But the first 10-minute chunk is, who do you serve? What are they feeling? How do they say what they want, right? There's a difference between what they say they want and what they want, right? So what do they say they want? What do I already know that they need? How do they want to feel? And what's stopping them from getting there? What's their average day like? And what do they really love about you and what it is you're doing? So I'm going to add those links in the blog post below, but I want you in 10 minutes. So take 10 minutes out of your day and answer those questions. If you're stumped, you don't know your business, you don't know your brand well enough, you don't know your audience well enough. So that's That's the time chunk number one. The second thing I want you to do is I want you to take another 10 minutes and I want you to really figure out your unique personal brand, right? Because people are going to be able to get the transformation that you're offering anywhere over on the internet, right? How easy is it to go online and find a business coach? How easy is it to go online and find a health coach? There's no shortage of coaches. You could find a coach for anything these days, right? The difference is your audience is going to want to receive that coaching from you. So in order for you to figure out how that's all going to come together, you need to really, really understand what's your brand all about? What are you all about? So the next 10 minutes, I want you to really map out how you're going to show up, right? This is your unique brand. So I want you to take 10 minutes and answer what do you love to do? I'm reading this like, what do you love to do? Read much stuff? That's, yeah, not in my wheelhouse. What do you love to do? What lights you up? What are the topics that you love to talk about? Like, what is your jam? What fires you up? It could be related to the coaching that you're offering, or it could just be like, what do you talk about? Like, what do you really love? If you were put, what are your shower thoughts, right? That's a good way to put it. If you meet someone for the first time and you're at a barbecue and they ask about, what are you all about? What are your hobbies? Those kinds of things. Like, what are the first things that come to mind? What are you all about? And what makes you you? Are you a coffee lover? Do you pound, bags and bags of candy like me? Do you, what's your jam? Do you love traveling? Do you, love animals, pets, like hobbies? Everything you can think about that makes you uniquely you are like, what is your style, right? So if your friends were to explain you to someone, what makes you you? So there's 2 time chunks, and I want you to set the timer, set it on your phone, set it on the computer. Your first time chunk is to answer the who you serve, what they're feeling, what they're going through, how you help them. If you're getting stumped with this, and if you can't answer and you're finding yourself tripping over your words, right, that is a big problem. Then I guarantee you're going to have a problem writing your emails, writing your copy, going live, creating content. Anything you're doing is going to be really tough if you do not intimately know your audience. Now, the second part is your style, right? Really, really figuring out your unique brand. What's awesome about you? What's your jam? What are the things you always talk about? What do you want to be known for? Take 20 minutes and get this done. Do this today. Comment yes below. Let me know that you're going to be doing the work. Also, remember, it's not a one-time thing. I always say, because we're building personal brands, we're allowed to evolve, right? Who saw Miley Cyrus at the Billboard Music Awards? She's evolved again and again and again. I always use that example. As long as you're powerful in the moment with what you're doing, and you can answer these questions with clarity in the moment, next time you answer them, they could all be different, and that's totally cool, as long as you're not stumping over it, as long as you're not having difficulty explaining what it is that you do and who you serve or what you're all about and what you're so passionate about. You have to show up with confidence, with conviction. This is who I am. This is what I do. This is my jam. This is the audience that I serve. This is what they love about me. Here are the things that I talk about. Here are the things that I don't talk about, right? You have to be really confident with how you show up, and if you haven't done the work and you don't know the answers, how can you be confident in your delivery? So that's 20 minutes. I'm going to challenge you to getting that done today. And I'm also going to challenge you to continue to do this work over and over again in your business so that you're clear. Cool? Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Don't forget, home is Canada. In case you lose me, that's where I'll be. Have a great day.